All right, folks, let's go to this story. This has been out for a few days, but we've been covering the development of this for a while. We learned a few weeks ago that Arab voters had been abandoning Joe Biden in droves, and we reported on top of that rumblings of a plan to actually actively boycott the Democratic ticket in 2024. Not just, well, we're not enthused, we don't care, we'll stay home. No, a proactive plan to tank the Joe Biden campaign, organized by Muslim voters. In this case, swing state Muslim leaders launched campaign to abandon Biden in 2024. Muslim leaders from several swing states on Saturday descended on Dearborn, Michigan to launch a national campaign against the re-election of President Joe Biden, a response to his handling of the Israel-Hamas conflict. Organizers from Michigan, Minnesota, Arizona, Wisconsin, Florida, Georgia, Nevada, and Pennsylvania are calling the campaign #AbandonBiden, vowing to ensure that Biden is a one-term president. Let me repeat that. Vowing to ensure that Biden is a one-term president. These leaders have run separate pressure campaigns in their respective states, members of the coalition said, but they felt now was the time to coordinate their response ahead of the 2024 election. We're looking to find ways to build a mechanism of coordination between all the swing states so that we're constantly working together to ensure that Muslim Americans will come out in all of these states and that Mr. Biden will lose each and every one of them, said Hassan Abdel Salam, a professor at the University of Minnesota and a member of the Abandon Biden National Coalition, during a press conference Saturday. Right behind me, what Mr. Biden should see is 111 electoral votes, and he won last time with a margin of 74. So that's a beautiful story, and that story is what I want you all to link to whenever you get called by one of these shit libs uncaring about you say you're not voting for Biden. That's easy for you to say as a white man, right? That's white privilege, not voting for Biden. You're going to be insulated from the consequences of a new Trump presidency. Well, these Muslim voters who are organizing are under no illusions about who the likely Republican nominee is going to be. And they do, in that article, go on to say that they are not interested in voting for Donald Trump. They will either vote for a third-party candidate or they will not vote at all. But the point is they are actively organizing around a boycott of the Democratic ticket with the express written intention of sabotaging the Joe Biden campaign, which does mean, yes, it means helping Trump get reelected. Yes, they're willing to do that. Yes, stare that reality in the face and live with it and own it. Liberals, own it, Democrats, because you did it. And you've had plenty of chances to fix it, and you're not interested. And so here you have not an enthusiasm drain, not apathy setting in. No, you actually have now a coordinated effort in swing states to throw the election away from Biden, which will, yes, have the effect of helping Donald Trump. Yes, this is what I've been telling people over and over and over again. You have to embrace that. When people accuse you of emboldening Trump by abandoning the Democrats, you have to look them in the eye and say, yes, that's right. And that is a price I am willing to pay, period.
Yeah, well, it's harder and harder for them to use you white men, you can say that, because they're not only losing Muslims, they're losing everybody. The Latino vote is around 50-50 now, right? On Biden.
Yeah.
And then African American, Trump has like 25%.
Right.
Based on current vote, which is fucking unheard of for a Republican. So that's a harder and harder argument to make. I think you're seeing basically the phenomena that occurred in 2016 spread out to a broader section of the population. Fuck it. Just to say, Matt Taibbi said it when we had him on the other night. We're just going to vote for him to see the look on your face when he wins.
Exactly.
That was a lot of his appeal in 2016. And I think more people are willing to vote for him just for that reason now, because they feel like, well, fuck it. What are we getting from Biden anyway?
Right.
At least Trump's funny. I mean, maybe he'll be marginally better. The country was marginally better.
Well, at a certain point, you just have to say, as a matter of principle, we will not support a candidate that has enabled this genocide to happen in broad daylight. It's just
Trump
that at the end of the day.
Trump is the same on Israel, though. That's the thing. Like, yes, sure, burn him, but Trump doesn't have a better position on Israel.
No, but their thinking is that you have to hold people accountable who ostensibly at least can be held accountable to you, right? The idea is the Democrats want our votes more than the Republicans, so by denying them, we're making a bigger statement, right? And by actively organizing against them. Yeah.
You just have to remember Trump's not going to change course on that.
No, and they're under no illusions about that. That's why they say they're not voting for Trump. Like, they actually, make a point to say that we're not organizing a Trump vote. We are organizing a boycott of the Democratic ticket.
All right, so they're just not going to vote the top line, or they're going to fill in Dave Chappelle, maybe. If
they're talking more about not voting the top line. That's kind of the idea, is just leaving that top line blank. I'm sure some of them will find a third party candidate that they like, although there aren't many. Obviously, RFK is not going to get their vote either. But you might have a few Stein votes if Cornell's on any of those ballots. I doubt he'll be on any swing state ballots, but if he is, maybe he'll get a few. But there's an active campaign to boycott Joe Biden, as there should be.
Please clap.